Hello grade 8s, this is a video about discount and markup. It's continuing with percentages that you began last week. Now, I hope you've listened to the instructions that I gave in Google Classroom and printed off the sheets for today. It will be very helpful for you. You can fill in some of the blanks as we go, and then that will be your work for the week, is to continue filling those in. Okay, I will try and keep this as short as possible, but since this is a video, feel free to pause it anytime you need some extra time to write or try out an example. I will go through the Smartboard presentation and explain as we go. So this is a quick review from last week. What is 12% of 250? If you'd like to try it, just pause the video, but otherwise I'm going to just continue on with things. So when we're figuring these out with the percents, you are just converting your percentage into a decimal, which can be done just by dividing by 100 or by shifting the decimal place 2 spots to the left. Now, otherwise, it's a pretty simple multiplication. You do 0.12 times 250 to get 30. I hope if you tried that on your own, you did get that answer. Now, on to something new for today, which is using the same process that we just did on that slide before to find discounts and markups. Okay, so fill in some of these blanks as we go. So stores frequently discount or markup items. Discounts are subtracted from the original price. I'm sure you all are aware of that. Markups are added to the original price. I'm sure you're all aware of that as well. And the selling price, or sale price, is the amount that the customer ends up paying. So you're finding what the percentage is, and then you're either adding or subtracting that from the original price, depending on what it is you're trying to figure out. So we'll go through a couple of examples down here, and then you'll be on your way to finishing the rest. Okay, so the first example, scroll back up a little bit. The first example, so jeans are $58 and there's a 15% discount. Okay, so the actual math involved in that is fairly straightforward. It's just like we did back on this page. You're doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so back onto page 3 here. All you're doing is turning the percent into a decimal again dividing by 100, and then multiply it by the 58 that you have to get an answer of $8.70. Now, since you are finding the discount, you want to then subtract the $8.70 from $58. So we have 58 minus $8.70, which equals $49.30. So on this particular worksheet, when it says discount, that's where it wants you to put the $8.70. Selling price is the result you get when you subtract that discount from the selling price. Okay, and then a little bit further down, feel free to pause again anytime if I'm going too quickly, or to rerun through some of the things I've said. Now, down a little bit, this is a markup this time, so I would like you to take just a moment before I show the answer, so maybe pause the movie for a moment, and try out the answers to these questions to see how you do. Okay? I trust you've all tried it and are very confident in your answers. Now, to begin with, if you've tried it and hopefully you've gotten the answers, but I'll walk through it anyways, you do exactly the same thing we did before to begin with. Oh, I showed the answer too. But you convert the 3% into a decimal using the same method as before, multiply that by your number, which is 625, to get $18.75. So that's our markup that we wrote down here. Then you need to, because it is a markup, we need to add that to the original price to get the total selling price for the customer. So adding that together should be $643.75. So that's all there is to finding the markup or the discount. You are just making sure that you add or subtract accordingly. Okay, now one last thing, a couple of extra bits here. So sales tax and tips are essentially exactly the same thing as a markup. You add both of those to the selling price or to the overall cost of something. Okay, so what I would like you to do after this, so that's it as far as what you would need to write down from my lesson or my spiel here. But what I would like you to do is continue on with the work that I posted on Google Classroom, and then feel free to ask me any questions when we meet during the week or by email or in Classroom. Thank you very much.